My name is Neil Emery and I'm a chef. I've been a chef for nearly 39 years. I started off as a silver service waiter in the Merchant Navy, trying to get into the kitchen, or the galley back then. And after 5 years I managed to get my qualifications and move in to becoming a chef. It's that feeling that you get when you create something for somebody that enjoys it. That's what it's about for me. What interested me about cooking was I knew from a very young age that I was going to need to be doing something with food, because my mother would put food down in front of us that would make you want to go off and wear protective clothing. Working in hospitality and working in a kitchen, well, it's a crazy nightmare. It's like you love it, you hate it, you bond as a team very strongly. It's a very team-oriented environment where you literally go through hell together each night and come out the other end and sit down, and after all the screaming and shouting and whatever has gone on, you can sit down and still have a drink with each other and pat each other on the back and get up the next day and start all over again. But at the end of the day, you wouldn't change it for the world. The hospitality industry has opened me to opportunities far and wide. I've been lucky and fortunate enough when I first started out that I wanted to go into the kitchen or into the galley. I was in the Merchant Navy and I became a silver service waiter. And I worked my way up until I was Captain's Tiger, which meant that I looked after the captain, the chief engineer and the 12 first-class passengers restaurant. And then waited around for summer to happen in the UK, which never did. So I thought, stuff this, I'm going to Australia. And I got a work permit and went to Australia and worked for a year. I had a one-way ticket and 100 Australian dollars when I arrived in New Zealand. Walked outside and there's all these containers with Emery written on them. So when I walked out into New Zealand and I saw that, it was one of my first sights, I thought, I'm just meant to be here. I always said to myself I would love to own my own business at 29. In May 1992, I bought my own restaurant, and we had that for 7 years in Nelson. The feeling that you get when you've put something out on a plate, it's a feeling that you couldn't pay for. You don't do the work for the money, you purely do it to be able to give pleasure to somebody else, and hopefully that they enjoy it.